Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a relationship where you feel more like a personal assistant than a partner? You know, where the romance fades and suddenly you're running a full-time daycare for a grown adult? Yeah, that was my marriage. And one day, I just couldn't do it anymore. I didn't marry my husband thinking, wow, I can't wait to remind this man to take out the trash for the rest of my life. But that's exactly what it turned into. I dreamed of a partnership, the kind where you're in sync, sharing the load, building a life together. Instead, I got a front row seat to the man-keeping Olympics. Spoiler alert, I was the only contestant. At first, it was little things. I'd have to remind him to do basic tasks like putting his socks in the hamper instead of leaving them in the middle of the floor, as if they were some avant-garde art installation. Cute, right? I thought so too for about 5 seconds. But it didn't stop there. Groceries? Me. Bills? Me. Planning date nights, birthdays, vacations? All me. I was the one making sure the ship didn't sink, while he just floated along. Oh, and let's not forget the mental load. Do you know how exhausting it is to constantly juggle everyone's schedules, needs, and moods in your head? It's like running a marathon you didn't sign up for every single day. And the kicker? He didn't even see the problem. In his mind, I was just so good at keeping everything together. Sure, I was good at it, but that didn't make it fair. Being competent doesn't mean I signed up to be his life coach, personal assistant, and emotional babysitter all rolled into one. I mean, come on, at one point, I joked with my best friend that I should start charging him an hourly rate. She laughed and said, "Girl, you're not his wife, you're his manager. And it sounds like you're overdue for a promotion." That joke? It stuck with me. Because the truth was, I didn't feel like a wife anymore. I felt like an overworked, underappreciated employee in a job I didn't even apply for. And my boss? Oh, he thought everything was just fine. One day, it all came crashing down. I was standing in the kitchen, scrubbing yet another dish after cooking dinner for us both, while he was lounging on the couch, scrolling through his phone without a care in the world. That's when it hit me. This isn't a marriage. This is unpaid labor disguised as love. I tried talking to him about it, more than once. "I feel overwhelmed," I'd say. "I need you to step up more." He'd always nod, maybe even apologize, and for a week or two, he'd pitch in. But it never lasted. His favorite excuse? "You're just better at these things than I am." Translation? "I'd rather let you handle it because it's easier for me." And that's when I realized this wasn't going to change. He wasn't going to change. And if I stayed, I'd just keep losing little pieces of myself until there was nothing left. So, I made the hardest and most freeing decision of my life. I walked away. Now, let me be clear. Leaving wasn't about hating him. It was about loving myself enough. I wanted a partner, not a project. Love isn't supposed to feel like a job. It's not about carrying someone else's weight while they chill. It's about mutual respect, effort, and showing up for each other every single day. Thanks for tuning into Stories for Life. Until next time, be the wonder.